to the livest show in Sacramento. Lady Charmaine live on 97.5 KDEE.
Well, you're listening to Lady Charmaine Live. You're inside the Girls Club, and I'm here with my girl, Shari Wilson, also D. Aroki Asami. We are just moms with black sons, and we're just in the studio, even off the air. We're just discussing our feelings dealing with this whole situation. Hi, 97.5. Hi.
I was calling. I wanted to give another viewpoint as to what the discussion was.
What's your name? Where are you calling from first? What's your name?
My name is Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, I'm calling from Del Paso Heights.
Okay.
And I am white. My husband is black. We've been married for many, many years. And as a white woman married to a black man, I see firsthand how different he is treated when he is by himself as opposed to how he's treated when we're together. And it's really frustrating because we can be driving and if I'm driving and he's in the car, it's not so much noticeable. If he's driving and I'm in the car, officers will go by and they'll be looking at us. And at first I thought, well, maybe it's just my imagination, but it's not. It's a definite difference, and it's very frustrating. And maybe because I am married to a black man, I understand that the color of our skin makes absolutely no difference. But I understand, too, that there are a lot of people out there who don't understand this. And I've been working at an office for a short time, and it was near Christmas, and the Christmas party rolled around, and husbands were invited, and, of course, I brought my husband. And somebody walked up to me and said, I didn't know your husband was black. And I looked at her and I said, oh my God, you're kidding, he is? I'm just appalled at the differences. And we did not have children. We weren't able to. I have a child from my first marriage, a female. But I can't imagine how terrifying it has to be for mothers of black or biracial sons, because you don't know when they leave the house if they're coming home.
That's so true. Well, Karen,
can I ask you a question? Have you had that discussion with any of your girlfriends before?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. In fact, I find that, especially with what's been going on with the shootings and all, they automatically assume that the entire black community feels that way. And I keep trying to tell them, you can't lump an entire race of people together any more than we could say that, this young man who walked into the church and killed all the black parishioners, that all white people are bad.
Right.
But it's this automatic assumption that, oh, well, they're all bad. They're thugs. They're, they're no good. They're whatever. And it's like the woman who was saying earlier, and I think it was one of your guests, that it's an automatic assumption that they're not supposed to have the things that the white community is supposed to have. If you have a nice car, it's probably stolen. It's very frustrating. And so I see both sides of the coin. I don't take it as, I don't get hit as hard with it as if I were black, but being married to a black man, I do understand.
So, Karen, with you being a white woman married to a black man, the discussion among you and your girlfriends, do you think they may have picked this up because of images that they have seen on television of African Americans before them to assume that all black men are criminals and all black men are drug dealers? I'm just curious because, just like black women, when we're around our black friends, we have different conversations. So
Sure.
What is the conversation like between you and your white girlfriends?
Well, frankly, I think that a lot of it is what the media presents. They do pick out the problem people in that particular race, and they don't focus on the race as a whole. And it's always easier. It sells more papers. It gets more news when you can say, "Oh, this person's a thug." And as horrible as it is, my husband and I, when we were watching what was going on in Texas, the shooting, he looked at me and he goes, he's going to be black. And I said, I know. And it's just awful.
Right.
Because they're going to automatically assume that, everybody's that way.
Right. Well,
but I do find that, I think the media portrays the entire race totally. And again, it sells more papers.
It's true. Karen, I want to thank you so much for calling in and being open and candid. I appreciate it.
Thank you, and I'm so nice to hear you guys discussing this.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for listening.
Oh, of course. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm so glad that she was very open and that she was very honest on what she actually sees. Hi, 97.5.
Hi. I'll just call in. I'll be really quick.
Okay.
I'm a father. I have 2 sons, and the conversation has to go forth. But one of the things that I hope that we as a community can do is we have to stop ignoring, the conversation about voting and knowing who these civic faces are and who the people are on your city council, and that stuff is, you can't take that for granted. Because in order to get rid of this bullying environment that some police present, they have to see consequence. Like they have to know that I'm gonna go to jail or I'll lose my pension. Then it stops. We have to look at, they used to do this to gay people in the 60s. And what did they do? They started positioning themselves inside the legislature and all these other places, got the rules changed. Now the environment for homophobia costs too much.
Right.
Right. So what I'm saying, so we have to create an environment where it costs too much to assault and be mean and taking the humanity away from black people. We have to do that. So when we do that, then our conversation will still be the same. Respect the policemen, respect your elders. But they're going to approach it as, you know what, if I act up, I'm going to jail, that type of thing. So I think we just have to, we can look at the bad stuff, but we shouldn't focus on just that. We have to focus on the people, the groups that we've seen make change.
You're watching a Rich Girl Dreams production.